This is the KeYmaera X web user interface, and this is the property I'm trying to prove about my system. I'm going to prove that property by pasting in a tactic from an old system. I'm going to run the tactic step by step so that any failures are captured and stored in the tactic window for me. Now it looks like we have an issue with this propositional logic. It didn't work because, well, maybe our loop invariant's wrong. We can fix our loop invariant and rerun the tactic. It will only rerun the tactics that came after the loop invariant and not any of the ones that came before. The next issue is captured inside this pending block. Pending blocks store tactics that tried to be applied but didn't quite succeed. This hide left didn't work because v greater than 0 is actually stored at position -8. We can fix it and delete the pending. Pendings are super nice because instead of having to go back to our original tactic that we tried to run, we can just edit them right there. Rerunning the tactic will enable us to run the hide left and maybe all the tactics that came afterwards. We can see that they all worked, so let's look through the goals to see what our current state of the proof is. When we click on different goals, it highlights different tactics. The highlighted tactics are the ones that we needed to execute to get to this position in the proof. Now we can see by this red bar, our current position happened right after differential weakening. Then we had a bunch of tactics that came before it, like compose B and choice B. Those were all executed before we got to this position. These highlights enable us to figure out where exactly in the proof we are. Another thing that we can do is we can click on old tactics and show the sequence before that tactic was executed. For example, this propositional logic worked out because the conclusion is contained in the premises.